Hello Junior 4, how are you? Today we'll do a revision on the first part of the lesson 2, matter states and changes. Matter exists in 3 states: solid, liquid, gas. So matter existed in those states in 3 states, which are solids, liquids, or gases and gases. Okay, solids like iron, wood, and salt, liquids like oil, milk, petrol, water, gas like carbon dioxide, oxygen, water vapor, and air. Okay, firstly, we should know the difference between 2 words, definite and indefinite. Definite means doesn't change, means accurate, doesn't change. But indefinite means it maybe changes. It can be what? It can be changes. So, definite, it doesn't change. Indefinite, it changes. Okay? Now, we will study the shape and the volume of solid matter. We will study the shape and the volume for solid matter. We will bring 3 different solid objects and 3 test tubes, and we will put each object in a test tube and compare between the shape and volume of each object before and after you put them in each test tube. Okay? We take any 3 objects and put them inside a test tube or a beaker or a conical flask and compare between the shape and the volume outside the test tube and inside the test tube. When we make a comparison before and after, we see that the solids have definite shape and volume. By the meaning of what? The solid shape doesn't change it. Okay, doesn't change. And the volume doesn't change. Doesn't change means what? Means it's definite. It doesn't change, as we said. Okay, so the solid have a definite shape and volume. Solids have definite shape and volume. Okay? Liquids. We will bring 2 containers different in shape. We take a beaker and a conical flask or graduated cylinder, and we will put 100 cubic centimeter of water in each of them. I will put 100 cubic centimeter of water inside the graduated cylinder and the same amount inside the beaker. And look at this, the volume doesn't change. The volume in the beaker 100, the volume on the conical flask 100, it doesn't change, it's constant. Okay, doesn't change by the meaning of definite, so the volume of the liquid is definite. But when we look at the shape of them, we see that the water takes the shape of the beaker and the water takes the shape of the graduated cylinder. When we look at this, we see that what? The water takes the shape of the beaker. The water takes the shape of the graduated cylinder. So the shape changed or doesn't change? We find that the shape changed by the meaning of definite or indefinite. Indefinite, because it changed. So we know from here that the liquids have definite volume but indefinite shape. Why? Definite volume because the volume doesn't change. It's equal 100 cubic centimeter. It doesn't change. Okay? While indefinite shape. Why indefinite shape? Because the shape changed. Firstly, take the shape of the beaker. Second, it takes the shape of the graduated cylinder. If I put it inside the bottle, it takes the shape of the bottle. If I put the water inside the cooking pan, it takes the shape of cooking pan. So, the shape changed or not? The shape changed. So, the shape is indefinite. So liquids have indefinite volume but indefinite shape. They take the shapes of their containers. Okay? From here we know that the liquids have definite volume because it doesn't change. But they have a definite shape. The shape changes. It takes the shape of its container. Okay? Number 3, gases. Let's go to know the shape and the volume of gases is definite or indefinite? We will bring a balloon and blow it and tie it with a thread. Press on the balloon with your hand. What happens? The volume and shape of air changed. Okay, changes by what? By breathing on the balloon. Why? Because the gases have indefinite shape, indefinite volume. What's meant by this? The gases shape, it changes according to the container. The gases shape changes. The gases volume change, meaning definite or indefinite? Indefinite. So gases have indefinite shape, indefinite volume. Takes the shape and volume of the container. Okay? Gases have indefinite shape and indefinite volumes. Takes the shape of the and volumes of the container. From here we can know that the oxygen cylinders, in oxygen cylinder, the gas is compressed or pressed inside them. Why? Why the oxygen gas, or sorry, how the oxygen gas can be pressed and compressed or pressed inside the cylinder? How? Because oxygen is a gas, have indefinite shape, have indefinite volume, takes the shape of the container, takes the volume of the container. So it's easy to put it inside the cylinder because it will take the shape of the cylinder and it will take the volume of the cylinder. From we know that the gases have indefinite shape, indefinite volume, we can press or compress the oxygen inside the cylinder because it has indefinite shape, indefinite volume. So we can make a comparison between solids, liquid, and the gases. That solids have definite shape, definite volume, doesn't change. Examples, wood and plastic. But the liquids have volume, definite, while the shape of the liquids indefinite shape. It takes the shape of the container like water and oil. Gases indefinite shape takes the shape of the container. Indefinite volume takes the volume of the container like air and oxygen. In this lesson, when he asks me, give reason, anything is a solid matter, is a liquid matter, is a gaseous matter. At the previous lesson, he asks me about water is a matter, air is a matter, wood is a matter, plastic is a matter. We can say because it has mass and volume, because he doesn't ask me give reason it's a solid matter, it's a liquid matter, it's a gaseous matter. He asks me about why it's a matter, because it has mass and volume. But in this lesson, he asks me why it's a solid matter, why it's a liquid matter, why it's a gaseous matter. So when he asks me a glass is a solid matter, because solid, because it has a definite shape, definite volume. So it's a solid matter, okay? Milk is a liquid matter because it has indefinite shape, takes the shape of the container and the definite volume, okay? Air is a gaseous matter because it's a gas, okay? Because it has indefinite shape, indefinite volume. So when he asks me about why it's a matter, because it has mass and volume. Why it's a solid matter, definite shape, definite volume. Why it's a liquid matter, indefinite shape, definite volume. Why it's a gaseous matter, indefinite shape, indefinite volume. Okay? So we know in this part that the matter existed in three states, which are solid, liquid, and gas. And these states of matter, we studied the shape and volume of each state of matter. We know that the solid have definite shape and definite volume, definite by the meaning of doesn't change, but the liquids have indefinite shape, takes the shape of the container by the meaning of it changes, and definite volume, because the volume is a constant in liquids, it doesn't change from one container to another. And we know that the gases have indefinite shape, indefinite volume, because the shape and the volume of gases it changes, it takes the shape and the volume of container. Okay, Junior 4, thank you.